Hello everyone, this is literally 100 days of playing Euro Truck Simulator. The quality of these videos get better every day, and just bear with me and witness the evolution of the series, and enjoy. Hello everyone, so this is day 1 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I own every garage in the game. I choose Nuremberg as the location of my starting garage because of its strategical location. My first job was to take 16 tons of boric acid from Nuremberg. The job went fairly well until I got fined €240 for speeding. And this is job done for the day. We got €3,276 today and lost €240 and used the skill point for long distance drives. Thanks everyone for watching the first video and hopefully see you tomorrow. This is day 2 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. Finishing off yesterday with €5,397. Today, we are going to take 16 tons of boric acid from our HQ Nuremberg to Frankfurt in a 218-kilometer trip. This trip, which you can find fully in my YouTube channel unedited. Nothing really happened the entire trip, it went really smoothly and I managed to get it the whole way safely to Frankfurt. I decided to make some rules that will make this series more fun and harder, which for now I only have 2. I might add some more based on your suggestions in the condition that it doesn't make the game easier. The first rule is not to get any loans. The second one is not to buy any used trucks for me or my employees. We got paid €4,092, bringing our total to €9,489. This brings us to the end of day 2. See you guys hopefully in day 3. This is day 3 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. So today's delivery is to get 18 tons of post-packager from Frankfurt to Düsseldorf in a 276 kilometers trip. This one was fairly normal except getting fined for speeding around €200 and the delivery getting harder in the end. Since I've introduced those rules yesterday, I had new ideas inspired by what happened later in the video. My new rule is that I have to park the cargo at the hardest difficulty no matter how impossible it is. If not possible, I have to cancel the mission. This will add a challenge to these deliveries where parking the cargo near impossible. And also don't forget my YouTube channel where I will be posting these trips uncut for whom it may interest. Finally, we have arrived to Düsseldorf for the first time and now we face our last challenge. Parking this cargo took me a long time since I didn't get it the first time and I had to redo it. Thankfully I got it the second time around. And we finished with delivery with no damage and got €76.11 to bring our total to €16,880 with an additional skill point. We put the skill point to long distance drives. Which brings our third day to an end. See you tomorrow. This is day 4 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we have to get 15 tons of toys from Frankfurt to Duisburg in a 247 kilometers trip. This was kinda fun because of the beautiful rain and weather. For anyone interested in watching this whole trip unedited, you can find it in my YouTube channel fully unedited. Arriving to Duisburg, there was an incident that closed the entrance, so a few minutes were added to our trip. For YouTube Shorts watchers, I would recommend you go to TikTok since a lot of things get cut out because of the 60 seconds limit. And here we arrived with no damage and received the full payment of €6,203, bringing our total to €22,963 and closer to our goal of the first truck. This brings us to the end of day 4. See you tomorrow. This is day 5 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. Today's cargo is 2 tractors weighing at 11 tons, which we are supposed to take from Frankfurt to Dresden in what should be the first ever time surpassing the 300 kilometers point in a distance of 412 kilometers. For everyone that might be interested in watching these videos unedited, they are all in my channel on YouTube, which is in the bio. If anyone has any suggestions for any additional rules, feel free to recommend them in the comments. Again, arriving with our cargo safe with no damage for the 5th time consecutively. We got paid €9,475, bringing our total to €32,438. With an additional skill point which we put on long distance drives again. This brings day 5 to an end. See you all tomorrow with day 6. This is day 4 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is 16 tons of post packages, which we are taking from Frankfurt again to Amsterdam in a 405 kilometers trip. This is the first time getting out of Germany and the first time going to Amsterdam. This trip was a little problematic since we got to 2 fines, one for speeding which was €340 and one for not using headlights for around €180. For anyone interested in watching these trips in full length unedited, they are all in my YouTube channel. For anyone that has any suggestions on making the series better, feel free to suggest it in the comments. Finally, we arrived with 2 fines and no damage. Full pay as well of €11,026, bringing our total to 42984 and an additional skill point, which I decided to put on valuable cargo. This brings day 6 to an end. See you tomorrow for day 7. This is day 7 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. Today we complete a week since starting this series. For today's delivery, we are taking 14 tons of empty barrels from Munich to Amsterdam. This actually the first time surpassing 500 kilometers and the second time visiting Amsterdam. A very eventful day, encountered a lot of crashes, around 3. Got fined 4 times, twice for speeding, headlights usage and crash. The crash WEN unnoticeable and didn't cause any damage, and it's actually the first time crashing in the series after 6 days of clean driving. For anyone that is interested in watching the footage unedited, it's all on my YouTube channel. Parking was very easy, completing our 3rd rule. Received full pay at €18,828, including the 4 fines totaling at €1,120. We got off the day with 17k profit, bringing our total to 60k, edging us closer to our first truck. With an additional skill point, which I put on long distance drives, this brings our week to an end. See you all tomorrow. This is day 8 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 2 tractors that weigh in a total of 11 tons, from Nuremberg to Bratislava in Slovakia, going through Czechia in a 632 kilometer trip. This is the first time going to Bratislava and the first time entering Czechian soil in the series. In terms of fines, this day wasn't as disastrous as day 7, getting only 1 speeding fine at €120. For anyone that is interested in watching the footage unedited and seeing the beautiful scenery of the Czechia Forest Highway, it's all on my YouTube channel. Thankfully, we managed to arrive at Bratislava with 0 damage on the cargo and truck, but another challenge was waiting. The challenge was to park the cargo and complete the 3rd rule of the series. It took me a few minutes, but I managed to get it in eventually and receive full pay on the delivery for the 8th day consecutive, receiving €15,526, bringing our total to €76,058, which also brings day 8 to an end. See you all tomorrow. This is day 9 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is 15 tons from Düsseldorf to Hamburg. This is my first time driving to Hamburg, which was one of the most beautiful highways that I visited. Regarding fines, this was a chill day, getting only 1 speeding fine at €240. If anyone has any ideas on making the series better, feel free to suggest them in the comments. For anyone that is interested in watching the footage unedited, it's all on my YouTube channel. Arriving to Hamburg for the first time with no damage and 1 fine. We also completed the 3rd rule of the series. Having done that, we got €10,000, bringing our total to €86,151, making us very little days away from getting our first truck. And with an additional skill point, which I put to long distances. This brings an end to day 9. See you all tomorrow for the 10th day. This is day 10 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we have 12 tons of sandwich panels, which we got from Dresden, and take all the way to Lyon. In a record-breaking 1186 kilometers, completely breaking the old record of day 7, which was 795 kilometers. This is the first time sleeping in the Series 2, which will be disabled starting day 11. In terms of fines, it was a disaster getting 3 fines, all speeding at 720, 140 and 300 euros. For anyone that is interested in watching the footage unedited, it's all on my YouTube channel. We also arrived with 0 damage and completed the third rule after a lot of maneuvering. With that we got full payment at 22,943 euros, bringing our total to 107,914 euros with an additional skill point, which I put on just in time. Which takes us to the end of day 10. See you all tomorrow for day 11. This is day 11 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is 21 tons of diesel generators, which we are taking from Duisburg to Brno in a 914 kilometers long delivery. This is the second longest delivery in the series after yesterday's one. Also, this is the first time going to Brno and the Czech Republic in this series. In terms of fines, this was the first time not receiving a fine in at least 4 days. Away from this delivery, I will be trying new stuff for the series, which I hope you could show me your support so I could still be motivated to keep going even by a like. Arriving to Brno with 0 damage and 0 fines, I still had to complete the third rule. And with that done, we got paid full amount at 21,460 euros, bringing our total to 129,254 euros, which makes us officially able to buy a new truck for the first time. And with a skill point, which I put on biological threat. This is the end of day 11. See you all tomorrow, where I will potentially be buying a new truck. This is day 12 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. Today I made a change to the series where I changed the scale of the footage being presented from this to this. So please let me know which one you think is better. Coming back to the video. Our delivery today is 12 tons of pressure tanks, which we are taking from Lyon to Frankfurt in 729 kilometers trip. In terms of the route, there wasn't that I decided to take the realism route and I drove for 10 minutes just to come back to the same place. The goal of this with 129,000 euros was to find a MAN dealership because their trucks have the best features. But I didn't check the dealership maps, which I will be doing tomorrow. Arriving to Frankfurt with 0 damage and 1 headlights fine, we only had one thing left to do, which is the third rule. Having done the third rule, we got full pay of 16,952 euros, bringing our total to 146,066 euros. Which brings day 12 to an end. See you all tomorrow. This is day 13 of playing Euro Truck Simulation 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Using the dealership's map, we are looking for MAN dealership, which we found a delivery that will take us to one of them from our quick delivery list. The delivery is to take 13 tons of lamp stomachs from Düsseldorf to Bern, in a 692 kilometers route. This is the first time going to Bern and Switzerland since the start of the series. In terms of fines, this was record-breaking at 3 fines all, for speeding 15, 20, 340 and 640 euros. We also went through Zurich for the first time. And finally we found it, the one piece, after 2 days of looking, which confirms that tomorrow we will be buying the MAN truck. Arriving to the destination with 0 damage and 3 fines, there was one thing left to do. The third rule, receiving full pay of 12,493 euros, bringing our total to 156,059 euros with an additional skill point that I put on fragile cargo, bringing day 13 to an end. See you tomorrow, where I will buy my first. This is day 14 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, and after 14 days, I bought my first truck, which is a MAN TGX GN. This is a 360 horsepower truck that will an essential part and a stepping stone into buying every garage in the game. For the first delivery using the new truck, it's to take 19 tons high pressure slide valves from Nuremberg to Verona in a 619 kilometers trip. This is the first time going to Verona and Italy as a whole, and let me tell, it's beautiful. The game is on sale on Steam, including all DLCs, if anyone is interested in buying it. In terms of fines, we got 2 fines, headlights for 280 euros and speeding for 380 euros. By the same police car. Arriving to Verona with no damage and 2 fines, we only have to complete the third rule. Having done that, we got full pay, which was 18,753 euros, which is all we have after buying the truck with 155,000 euros. That's it for day 14. See you tomorrow. This is day 15 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 15 tons of motorcycles from where we left off, Verona, to Luxembourg, in a 829 kilometers trip. This is the first time going to Luxembourg in the series. In terms of fines, we got 1 fine at 1,920 euros for speeding. The game, including the DLCs, is currently for sale on Steam if anyone wants to buy it, by the way. Arriving to Luxembourg with 0 damage and 1 fine, only thing left to do is the third rule. Having done that, we got full payment at 25,320 euros, bringing our total to 41,400 euros. With an additional skill point that I put on just-in-time delivery. This brings day 15 to an end. See you all tomorrow for day 16. This is day 16 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today we are starting where we left off at Luxembourg. And the cargo we are transporting today is 21 tonnage of canned iced coffee to Felixstowe, in a 655 kilometers trip. This is the first time going to the United Kingdom in the series and the first time using the train. In terms of fines, we got one for speeding as usual at 200 euros. I would like to also apologize for not posting these videos unedited because of the large file sizes and my very slow upload speed at 1 MB/s. We have arrived with one fine at no damage for the 16th time in a row. Having done the third rule, we got full pay of 16,718 euros, getting us closer to the second garage, with an additional skill point that we put on just-in-time delivery. This is the end of day 16, see you all tomorrow for day 17. This is day 17 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage. Today we are starting where we left off at Felixstowe and we are going back to Central Europe, where we are taking 20 tons of train axles from Felixstowe to Lille in a 370 kilometers trip. This is actually the first time going to Lille in the series and the second time using the train to cross the sea. Tomorrow I should be buying some DLCs, so more garages and more varied deliveries. Coming back to the video, in terms of fines, we got the usual speeding fines at 200 euros and the second for 400 euros, making it the 5th consecutive day with speeding fines. Arriving to Lille with no damage and woe fines, we only had the third rule to complete this delivery. Having done that, we got full pay at 12,893 euros, which makes us closer and closer to the second garage. Bringing day 17 to an end. See you all tomorrow for day 18. This is day 18 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today we are starting in Lille and heading back to Germany, where we are taking 7 tons of mason jars from Lille to Stuttgart in a 715 kilometers trip. The DLCs should be in for tomorrow's episode. Nothing happened on the road except the usual speeding fine for the 7th day in a row, coming at a 400 euros. Arriving to Stuttgart, we found an accident, adding a few minutes to the delivery. Arriving to the destination with no damage for the 18th day in a row, we only have the third rule ahead of us. Having done that, we got full pay at 19,641, bringing our total to 87,675 euros, making us episodes away from the second garage. That's it then for day 18. See you all tomorrow for day 19. This is day 19 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today we start in Stuttgart, which is where we left off. And we are heading to North Germany, exactly Kiel, where we are taking our cargo, which is 18 tons of post packages in a 789 kilometers trip. This is, by the way, the first time going to Kiel in the series. In terms of fines, this was actually record-breaking, 4 fines all for speeding, coming at 400, 820. 780 and 1,400 euros. We also had to stop for fuel and paid 13.72. We arrived with no damage for the 19th time in a row, and what also should be an easy parking. Having done that, we got full pay at 36,874 euros, bringing our total to 119,777 euros with an additional skill point, which I put on high value cargo. This is it for day 19, see you all tomorrow. This is day 20 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today we start where we left off in Kiel and we are heading to a place that we never visited, which is Paris, where we are taking 3 tons of potted flowers from Kiel to Paris in a 878 kilometers trip. The pay per kilometer isn't great, but this is fine since I want to visit the Iberia DLC location starting west from Paris. When it comes to fines, we got the usual speeding fines at 400 and 760 euros. Arriving to Paris with 0 damage for the 20th time in a row, and now we have only one thing left to do, which is the third rule. Having done that, we got full pay at €24,873, bringing our total to €143,462, leaving us 1 or 2 days away from our second garage. And that's it for day 20. See you tomorrow for day 21. This is day 21 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 8 tons of electronics from Paris to Gijón in a record-breaking 1353 kilometers trip. This is the first time going to Spain and Gijón in the series. During this trip I had to stop for fuel, which cost me €979. And in terms of fines, this was shockingly fine-free for the first time in 9 days, in other terms since day 11. It's worth mentioning that the scenery is absolutely beautiful. Arriving with 0 damage for the 21st time in a row and no fines, only parking left to do. Having done that, we got full pay at €44,090, bringing our total to €186,285, which means tomorrow we are definitely buying the second garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 22. This is day 22 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today sadly is not the day that I am buying the second garage, since there are no garages in the Gijón. Coming back to today's delivery, we are taking 20 tons of Trion axles from Gijón to Badajoz in a 739 kilometers trip. In terms of fines, the delivery was again surprisingly fine-free, having not got the usual speeding fine for the second day in a row. Having not gotten any damage for the 22nd day in a row, and with a somewhat of a hard parking. We got full pay at €28,650, bringing the total to €212,143, which should get us a garage, which we shall DBUI in 2 days max. This brings day 22 to an end. See you all tomorrow for day 23. This is day 23 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today we are starting where we left off yesterday in Badajoz. And today we're taking 20 tons of train undercarriage from Badajoz all the way to Zaragoza in a 722 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time going to Zaragoza in the series. Also, Zaragoza has a garage, so this should be our second garage. In terms of fines, we got one at €760, breaking our 2-day streak. Arriving to Zaragoza with 0 damage for the 23rd time in a row. Having parked the cargo, we got full pay at €28,255, bringing our total to €239,608, and tomorrow should be the day that we buy the second garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 24. This is day 24 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. And today we have finally bought the second garage after 23 days in Zaragoza, after having the first one in Nuremberg. After having done that, we turn around and come back to deliveries. Today's delivery is a short one, where we are taking 29 tons of dry milk from Zaragoza to Santander in a 331 kilometers trip. This delivery is actually classified as an urgent delivery, so it is gonna be close. Arriving to Santander with no damage nor fines. And after parking, we didn't get full pay, only getting €12,888, losing 2K due to the lateness. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 25. This is day 25 of Platin Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today we start where we left off in Santander. And today's cargo is 11 tons of luxury SUVs, which we are taking from Santander to Porto in Portugal in a 1155 kilometers trip. This will be the first time going to Portugal in the series. In terms of fines, we got 2 red light violations amounting to €1,000. Away from this series I will also be doing new stuff, so stay tuned for that. Arriving to Portugal with no damage for the 25th time in a row. Having parked, we got full pay at €43,564, bringing our total to €113,998. And that's it for day 25. See you all tomorrow for day 26. This is day 26 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. This is a special day, a record-breaking day, where we are taking 7 tons of cars from Faro to Bastia in a record-breaking over 2,000 kilometers with 1364 in land distance and 713 in sea distance using the ferry. During this trip, we had to stop for fuel, paying €1,225. We also paid €360 in a red light violation. In another interesting fact, we got the truck to over 10,000 kilometers in use. This is also the first time going to Bastia. Having arrived with no damage for the 26th day in a row and after having parked the cargo, we got full pay at €50,509, bringing our total to €160,899, which means the third garage isn't that far. That's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 27. This is day 27 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 14 tons of grapes from Bastia to Parma in a 788 kilometers trip, but we are crossing the sea, so it's actually around 1200 kilometers. By the way, this is the first time going to Parma in the series. Also the first time going to Italy since day 14. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,193 for the ferry, and in terms of fines, there were none for the first time in 2 days. Arriving to Parma with no damage for the 27th day in a row, and having parked the cargo, we got full pay at €24,973, bringing our total to €184,556, which means we can buy the third garage, but not in Parma since it has no garages. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 28. This is day 28 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is 7 tons of cars from Parma to Le Mans in a 1193 kilometers trip. This is the first time going to Le Mans, and just as additional interesting fact, Le Mans is where the iconic 24 Hours of Le Mans is held, and yeah, no shit. In terms of fines, we got 4 fines, all for speeding, coming at 380 times 3 and €2,000 1. This is the first time getting a speed fine since day 23. Arriving to Le Mans with no damage for the 28th time in a row. We got full pay at €44,733, bringing our total to €225,329. This means tomorrow we should be getting the third garage. Which brings us up the end of day 28. See you tomorrow for day 29. This is day 29 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, and after 5 days, or in other terms since day 23 at Zaragoza, we bought the third garage where we stopped yesterday at Le Mans, and clearly we are progressing faster and faster towards our goal of buying every garage in the game, since the first one took 23 days and this one only took 5. Anyways, today's delivery is 12 tons of pressure tanks from Le Mans to Livorno in a 1255 kilometers trip. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,596 for fuel, and 6 totaling to €3,000. And we got safely to Livorno. We got full pay at €57,467, bringing our total to €97,834 after paying €180K for the garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 30. This is day 30 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today we complete a month since starting the challenge, and I would like to thank you for 31 subscribers on YouTube and 3 followers on TikTok. I appreciate every single one of you, and I love doing this, and I will keep doing it until I complete the challenge. Anyways, for today's delivery, we are taking 15 tons of motorcycles from Livorno to Bourges in France, in a 1029 kilometers trip. Since it's day 30, I've decided to introduce a new rule, which is to buy a new truck every 100,000 kilometers on the mileage. Arriving to Bourges with no damage and 2 fines, coming at a total of €800. And after having parked the cargo, we got full pay at €39,842, bringing our total to €136,268, which means once again we are not that far from buying another garage. And that's it for day 30. See you tomorrow for day 31. This is day 31 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. Today we are taking 22 tons of large tubes from Bourges to Bilbao in a 776 kilometers trip. This is the first time going to Bilbao and the first going to Spain since 25. During this trip I had to stop for fuel and paid €1,505. On the bright side, we didn't pay for any fines. And for the first time in the series history, we got damage, but it was just a fender bender and only 3%, so it's nothing. The repair cost won't be that high, so it's fine. Arriving to Bilbao and having parked the cargo safely, we got full pay €23,987, bringing our total to €158,874, which means we are really close to the next garage. And that's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 32. This is day 32 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 20 tons of train axles from Bilbao to Vigo in a 653 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time in Vigo and we are slowly and fully exploring Spain. Away from the video, there should be a new feature for YouTube that will let shorts to be more than a minute, so that would make both TikToks and shorts better since it is limiting my videos. Coming back to the delivery, in terms of fines, we didn't get any for the second day in a row. However, we got damage, but it was just 1%, so it's nothing. Having parked the cargo, we got full pay at €29,530, bringing our total to €188,093, which means tomorrow we should be able to buy the fourth garage. That's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 33. This is day 33 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today and since day 29 we bought a new garage, which is the fourth garage. For today, we are taking 11 tons of luxury SUVs from Vigo to Tarragona in Spain in a 1050 kilometers trip. This was kind of a chill day, since we didn't cause any damage, only fines, which was a speeding fine, coming at €920. Arriving to Tarragona, and having parked the cargo, we got full pay at €48,482, bringing our total to €52,976. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 34. This is day 34 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 16 tons of boric acid from Tarragona to Bordeaux in a 621 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time going to Bordeaux. This was a good day, having not gotten any fines, only paying for fuel, a bit over €1,200. Arriving to Bordeaux, with no damage on the cargo, for the 34th time in a row. Having parked the cargo, we got full pay, at €20,846, bringing our total to €72,327. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 35. This is day 35 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 12 tons of pressure tanks from Bordeaux to Duisburg in a 1286 kilometers trip. This is actually the first time going to Germany since day 20. This is a crazy stat because of the fact that we started in Germany and we spent the first 7 days in Germany. Anyway, in terms of fines, we got 4 fines, all for speeding. The total of them come to €2,740. Arriving to Duisburg, no damage, and 4 fines. This was literally the hardest packing yet. And after 10 long minutes we finally parked the cargo. We got full pay at €61,254, bringing our total to €130,715, making us a few days away from the 5th garage. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 35. This is day 36 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is a short one, where we are taking 6 tons of computer processors from Duisburg to Nuremberg in a 450 kilometers trip. This is the first time going back to Nuremberg since the first day. This is where our starting garage is located. Also, and outside of the delivery, thanks for 40 subscribers on YouTube, I really appreciate it. Coming back to the delivery, in terms of fines, we got 1 speeding fine, coming at €400. Arriving to Nuremberg, with no damage, for the 36th time in a row. Having parked the cargo, we got full pay at €24,919, bringing our total to €155,234, which means we are 2 to 3 days away from the 5th garage. That's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 36. This is day 37 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 11 tons of forklifts from Nuremberg to Florence in a 896 kilometers trip. This is the first time going to Florence and also the first time going to Italy since day 30. In terms of expenses, we paid a lot during this trip. First I had to pay for fuel, paying €1,150. Then, we got 4 speeding fines, for a total of €4,680, with an additional red light violation for €360. Arriving to Florence, with no damage on both cargo and truck. Having also parked the cargo, we got full pay, at €36,675, bringing our total to €185,586. So tomorrow should be the day that we buy the 5th garage. That's it then. See you tomorrow for day 38. This is day 38 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, and after 5 days, in Florence, we bought the 5th garage for $180,000. Again, the current pace is 5 days, which I think is a good pace. For this day's delivery, we are taking 19 tons of side valves from Florence to Toulouse in a 10-29 kilometers trip. This was one of the best days in the series, since we didn't get any fines, nor did we get damage. Arriving to Toulouse with no damage on the cargo for the 38th time in a row, and with a pretty easy parking. We got full pay at €38,468, bringing our total to €43,821. That's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 39. This is day 39 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. My first mess up today was that I didn't record the whole delivery, but it's pretty insignificant, so let's just move on. So today's delivery is to take 6 tons of campervans from Toulouse to Lille in a 10-32 kilometers trip. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,436 for fuel, and we paid a speeding fine for €1,200, also €360 for a red light violation. Arriving to Lille with no damage on both cargo and truck and an easy parking. We got full pay at €40,180, bringing our total to €80,787. So as always, I expect the 6th garage in 2 to 3 days' time. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 40. This is day 40 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 8 tons of electronics from Lille to Frankfurt in a 510 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time going to Frankfurt since day 12. This day was very uneventful, not having gotten fines nor damage, only having a little detour because of an accident. And with an easy parking, we got full pay at €19,354, bringing our total to €100,000. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 41. This is day 41 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 5 tons of medical vaccines from Frankfurt to Genoa in a 865 kilometers trip. As just something to note, the Mediterranean bundle is so beautiful, especially Italy and Spain, even France, which have some of the best scenery in the game. Anyway, in terms of fines, we got 1 fine for speeding, coming at €760. These last days, I have been playing Truckasm and gathering clips of people breaking the rules, causing collisions. So expect the video soon. And with an easy parking, we got full pay at €49,555, bringing our total to around €150,000, which means we are close to buying another garage. That's it today. See you tomorrow for day 42. This is day 42 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking a yacht weighing at 9 tons from Genoa to Bayonne in a 10-56 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time delivering a yacht in the series, and let me tell you, they pay a lot. Away from the delivery, I need your opinion. This is regarding which scaling is the best, this or this. Coming back to the video, in terms of expenses, we paid €1230 for fuel and 2 fines, both coming at a total of €3,000. Arriving Bayonne with no damage and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €55,795, bringing our total to €199,813, which means tomorrow should be the day we buy the 6th garage. That's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 43. This is day 43 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today, unfortunately, I couldn't buy the 6th garage since Bayonne doesn't have any garages. So, I decided to take a short delivery where we are taking 14 tons of pumps from Bayonne to La Rochelle in a 449 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time going to La Rochelle. In terms of fines, we didn't get any, and also no damage. The Trucker SMP video is taking too much time, but hopefully it's gonna be worth it. Arriving to La Rochelle, and with an easy parking, we got paid full pay at €17,716, bringing our total to €2,174,411, and tomorrow we are surely buying the 6th garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 44. This is day 44 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, and for the first time since day 38, we bought the 6th garage in La Rochelle for €180,000. We also have a delivery where we are taking 11 tons of forklifts from La Rochelle to Carlisle in a 1396 kilometers trip. This is the first time going to the United Kingdom since day 17. And also thanks for 70 subscribers on YouTube after 44 days. It's really amazing seeing the number of subscribers, and it really helps me to keep going and never stop the series. In terms of expense, we paid €1,303 for fuel, also €300 for the ferry, and in terms of fines, we paid a lot, having paid €1,000. Also, away from the delivery, today I will try and see if the 3-minute shorts do work. If they do, tomorrow I will update you on the level and skill points. Arriving to the destination with no damage, we got full pay at €60,675, bringing our total to €95,308. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 45. This is day 45 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Sorry for the lateness today. Anyway, today's delivery is to take 8 tons of electronics from Carlisle to Rostock in a 1060 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time going to Rostock. In terms of expense, we paid €995 for the ferry, and this is one of the worst days, like ever, because we paid €4,400, €200, €400 and finally €800 all for speeding. Arriving to Rostock with no damage on cargo, and with a pretty easy parking, WWE got full pay at €44,341, bringing our total to €131,034. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 46. This is day 46 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is a record delivery where we are taking a yacht from Rostock to Cabri in France in a 1805 kilometers trip, which is the new longest delivery record. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,339 for fuel and €1,193 for the ferry. In terms of fines, we got 4 speeding fines, coming at €2740, €400, €200, and €1,160. Arriving to Cabri, this is the first time in the series that we got trailer damage at 4%, and with parking done, we still got full pay at €1,06171, bringing our total to €229,597, which means we can afford a new garage. That's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 47. This is day 47 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, and only after 3 days, we bought the 7th garage in Calvi for the usual €180,000. Also, we have a delivery today where we are taking a 9 tons yacht from Calvi to Napoli in a 334 kilometers trip in land distance. And another thing which I added today, inspired by a TikToker who does time lapses for the game. Here is his account. I put the info dash, so let me know if I should keep it. In terms of fines, which I didn't have time to mention, we paid 300, and also we paid just about 1,100 euros for the ferries. ADN with a very hard parking, we got full pay at 18,734 euros, bringing our total to 66,397 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 48. This is day 48 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 7 tons of cars from Napoli to Cordoba in a total distance of 2,500 kilometers, but land distance of 945 kilometers. In terms of expenses, we paid 1,434 euros for fuel and 1,500 euros for the ferry, and in terms of fines, we paid 400 euros for a crash. It didn't cause any damage for us, by the way, and 360 euros for a red light violation. Arriving to Cordoba with no damage and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 108,965, which is crazy considering the distance, bringing our total to 171,276 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 48. This is day 49 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 11 tons of luxury SUVs from Cordoba to Plymouth in the United Kingdom, so we will have to cross the sea, bringing the total of this trip to 1,600 kilometers trip, in land distance 830 kilometers. This was one of the, if not the best day in the series, only having paid 1,172 euros for the ferry, not paying for fines, nor having gotten damage. Arriving to Plymouth, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 45,717 euros, bringing our total to 215,809 euros, which means tomorrow, we should be buying a new garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 50. This is day 50 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we crossed the 50-day mark, which is amazing. 50 consistent days of playing and uploading, and I can assure you all that I will not stop until I buy every garage in the game, original map plus DLCS. Coming back to the events of the series, we bought the 8th garage in Portsmouth, making it our first garage in the UK. We also have a delivery where we take 11 tons of pressure tanks from Plymouth to Osnabrück in a 997 kilometers trip. In terms of expenses, we paid 300 euros for the ferry. We also paid 400 euros for a speeding fine. Anyway, we arrived to Osnabrück and we got full pay at 43,881 euros, bringing our total to 78,950 euros. That's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 51. This is day 51 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 20 tons of train axles from Osnabrück to Stuttgart in a 584 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time going to Stuttgart since day 18. Away from the series, I dropped a new video, long-form video, which took me a long time to make. It's about the 1.52 update, exactly the driving academy, so if anyone is interested, I hope you watch it. In terms of expenses, we only had to pay 1,514 euros for fuel, no fines or damage. And with an easy parking, we got full pay at 27,617 euros, bringing our total to 105,053 euros. A new garage is not that far. That's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 52. This is day 52 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 10 tons of cars from Stuttgart to Madrid in a 1871 kilometers trip. So, by the time this video is out, we should be at 100 subs, which I wanted to thank you all. It really means a lot. I never expected, especially doing something that I enjoy so much. Coming back to the delivery, in terms of fines, we got 4 fines, all for speeding, and all totaling to 1,600 euros. By the way, this delivery was too long that I couldn't speed it up to 1 minute, so I had to cut some parts out. Arriving to Madrid with no damage, and with a pretty easy parking, we got full pay at €105,962, bringing our total to €209,000. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for day 53. C is day 53 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today we bought a new garage for €180,000. It's located in Madrid, making it our third garage in Spain and ninth in the game. And today, we also have a delivery where we take 2 Scania trucks, they both weigh at 11 tons, from Madrid to Geneva in a 1384 kilometers trip. In terms of expenses, we only had to pay €1,391 for fuel and no fines at all, which is rare and good. Arriving to Geneva with no damage and with a very easy parking, we got full pay at €86,317, bringing our total to €110,000, which again, we are not that far from getting the 10th garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 54. This is day 54 of playing Euro Truck Simulator until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 20 tons of train axles from Geneva to Bologna in 642 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time going to Bologna in the series, and the scenery is very beautiful. This is a very short, chill trip. In terms of expenses today, we only had to pay €800 as a speeding fine, and that's it. Arriving to Bologna, we found an accident that added around 20 kilometers only, thankfully. And with an easy parking, we got full pay at €30,523, bringing our total to around €140,000. And with that we are a day or two away from a new garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 55. This is day 55 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 15 tons of motorcycles from Bologna to Catanzaro in a 963 kilometers trip. Away from the series, YT Analytics says that 96% of you aren't subscribed, so don't forget to subscribe. And also I dropped a gameplay, driving the Audi RS Q8, if anyone is interested. In terms of expenses, we got 2 fine, both coming at €1,200, also we paid €1,567 for fuel. Arriving to South Italy, with no damage, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €46,000, bringing our total to €183,000, which means tomorrow we are buying a new garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 56. This is day 56 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we bought the 10th garage in Catanzaro for €180,000, making it the third garage in Italy, I think. We also have a delivery where we are taking 11 tons from Catanzaro to Ajaccio in a 619 kilometers trip. This is the first time in the series taking the ferry 3 times at the same delivery. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,480 for the ferries, and we paid a total of €600 for 2 speeding fines. And with an easy parking, we got full pay at €35,923, bringing our total to the same value, since we spent all the €180,000 on the 10th garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 57. This is day 57 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is a short one, where we are taking 9 tons of cars from Ajaccio to Limoges in 641 kilometers trip. By the way, Limoges is a French city, and this is the first time going to it in the series. This is a pretty chill day. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,182 for the ferries and €948 for fuel, and surprisingly, no fines. Arriving to Limoges with no damage. And with an easy parking, we got full pay at €30,000, bringing our total to €65,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 58. This is day 58 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 6 tons of campervans from Limoges to Faro in a 1621 kilometers trip. This is the first time going to Faro and Portugal as a whole since day 25, which a very long time ago. Anyways, this was on the best days in the series, no fines, no expenses, especially fuel holding up for this long of a delivery, and no fines. And also thanks for 150 subs, just wanted to mention that. Arriving to Faro with no damage. And with an easy parking, we got full pay at 80,975 euros, bringing our total to 146,000 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 59. It's day 59 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is a good one for money, where we are taking 15 tons of motorcycles from Faro to Bastia in a 1366 kilometers trip in land distance, much more in sea distance. Just to keep the fun stats going, this is the first time going to Bastia since day 26. In terms of expenses, we paid 1,182 euros for the ferries, which were 2 trips, and we paid 1,347 euros for fuel, and again, no fines, for the third day in a row. Arriving to Bastia after having oars, 1% damage for the truck, none for the cargo though, so not that bad. With an easy parking, we got full pay at 73,400 euros, bringing our total to 216,000 euros, which means another garage is in the way. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 6. This is day 60 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we complete 2 months since I started the challenge, and what a 2 months they have been. We reached 150 subs, reached 40k views, and a whole lot of supportive comments. And today, we bought a garage in Bastia for 180,000 euros, making it our 11th garage. We also have a delivery, taking 10 tons of cars from Bastia to Le Mans in a 1023 kilometers trip. In terms of expenses, we paid 1,193 euros for the ferry, and the fines, I think this is the worst ever, paying a total of 7,720 euros. Arriving to Le Mans with no damage, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 58,169 euros, bringing our total to 85,000 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 61. This is day 61 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 25 tons of diesel from Le Mans to Bayonne in a 755 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time transporting these hazardous items, diesel being one of them. Also, this is the first time going to Bayonne since day 42. In terms of expenses, we had to pay 1,562 euros for fuel and no fines after yesterday's disaster. Arriving to Bayonne with no damage and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 43,408 euros, bringing our total to 127,000 euros, so another garage is not far. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 62. This is day 62 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today is a different day. Not having found any good paying deliveries in Bayonne, I decided to take a quick delivery for the first time since day 17. This is all in the purpose of advancing in the series. So today's delivery, using the Volvo FH16, which has an amazing dashboard and best engine in the game, we are taking 27 tons of dynamite from Sevilla to Burgos in a 755 kilometers trip. For this delivery, we only had to pay 400 euros as a fine, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 38,900 euros, bringing our total to 165,521 euros, which means tomorrow, we get out of Bayonne, and where the delivery takes us, we buy the garage there. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 63. This is day 63 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 3 tons of potted flowers from Bayonne to L'Haÿ-les-Roses in France in a 619 kilometers trip. Just starting, I already made a huge blunder. Our destination doesn't actually have any garages, and with us having the money after this, it's one more day away from another garage. In terms of expenses, we only paid €1,182 for the ferries, and only a headlights violation fine at €160. By the way, we haven't got them since day 14. Arriving to the destination, which is literally only one company with an easy parking, we got full pay at €26,315, bringing our total to €190,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 64. This is day 64 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, and since the last place I was in doesn't have any good deliveries, I took a 33 kilometers trip to Calvi and took a delivery there, where we are taking yacht from Calvi to Bern in a 791 kilometers trip. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,320 for fuel and €1,193 for the ferry, and in terms of fines, it was a disaster, since we paid €4,300. Arriving to Bern with no damage and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €48,280, bringing our total to €230,000, and tomorrow, we should buy a new garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 65. This is day 65 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we bought a new garage in Bern for €180,000, making it our first garage in Switzerland and 12th in the game. And today, we also have a delivery taking 23 tons of beverages from Bern to Magdeburg in a 920 kilometers trip. Going back to the fun stats, this is the first time ever going to Magdeburg, and first time in Germany since day 52. Coming back to the delivery, this was a good trip, no fines, no expenses, nor damage. Having arrived to Magdeburg, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €35,501, bringing our total to €85,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 66. This is day 66 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 15 tons of motorcycles from Magdeburg to Rotterdam in a 573 kilometers trip. Away from the delivery, I want to thank you all for 300 subscribers. Again, appreciate it so much. As I said before, it really helps, and these are crazy numbers. Starting out, I didn't think I would reach 66 days of playing, or 300 subs. SSO, thank you. Anyway, coming back to the delivery, we got 2 fines for speeding, both coming at €600, which isn't bad. Having arrived to Rotterdam and easily parked, we got full pay at €31,202, bringing our total to €116,000, so we aren't that far from another garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 67. This is day 67 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 17 tons of potassium from Rotterdam to Montpellier in a 1250 kilometers trip. During this trip, we had to pay €1,534 for fuel and €200 as a fine, so good day overall in terms of expenses. Also, during braking, I was hearing weird noises, and I think it's the brake, so I will have to check that tomorrow, so we might have to change the brakes or fix the whole truck. Arriving to Montpellier with no damage, and having easily parked the cargo, we got full pay at €63,440, bringing our total to €177,000. That means another garage is around 2 days away. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 68. This is day 68 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 10 tons of cars from Montpellier to Madrid in a 948 kilometers trip. Just before diving into details, I'd like to thank you all for another milestone, which is 450 subs, so yeah, thanks. And there is a lot to talk about, starting with the state of the truck, permanent where we are good, and this day made it worse, since we got damage for the truck only, so more expensive service. And in terms of expenses, it was a disaster again, getting like 6 fines, all coming at €3,900. Arriving to Madrid, and having an easy parking, we got full pay at €53,464, bringing our total to €226,892. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 69. This is day 69 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 25 tons of diesel from Madrid to Marseille, or actually a gas station in a highway in Marseille, in a 1192 kilometers trip. Just starting out, I couldn't buy a new garage, since we already own the Madrid one. Also, I still haven't fixed the truck, and I made a blunder, overestimating my fuel load, so I had to pay for emergency refueling at €396. Then I paid for fuel at €1,376, and no fines actually. And with one of the easiest parkings in the series, we got full pay at €73,205, bringing our total to €298,000, which mean we could buy a new garage or a new truck. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 70. This is day 70 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. There is a lot to talk about, so this is gonna be quick, and there might be cuts in the gameplay. First of all, thanks for 500 subs, really appreciate it. Now let's get to the day. So, we fixed the truck for €19,000. I upgraded the fuel tank to 1160L from 850L. We bought a garage in Marseille for €180,000. And also, we have a trip where we are taking a yacht from Marseille to Olhão in Portugal in a 1766 kilometers trip. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,734 for fuel and no fines. Arriving to Olhão, AMD with a hard parking, we got full pay at €106,000, bringing our total to €200,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 71. This is day 71 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today I took a 10-kilometer trip to Faro, where I took today's delivery, which is 7 tons of cars from Faro to Cambridge in a 1606 kilometers trip. Today I'm gonna ask you all, and I need a response, is it time to put a mod for winter or suggest a day to activate it? The most liked comment will be the decider, and this mod is gonna make everything covered in snow, so PLS let me know. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,172 for the ferry and €400 as a fine for crashing, which caused 2% Taylor damage, but it didn't matter at the end. Anyways, arriving to Cambridge, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €124,000, bringing our total to €323,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 72. This is day 72 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we bought a new garage in Cambridge for the usual €180,000, making it our second in the UK, after we bought the one in Plymouth in day 50, and also making it our 14th in the game. We also have a delivery, taking 14 tons of Scania trucks, which are 2 from Cambridge to Zurich in a 1010 kilometers trip. Tomorrow, I will decide when the winter mod should be implemented. In terms of expenses, we paid €300 for the train and €200 as a fine for speeding, so very good overall. Arriving to Zurich, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €57,000, bringing our total to €200,000, so we are still good. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 73. This is day 73 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, I bought a new garage in Zurich, making it our second garage out of 3 in Switzerland, after we bought one in Bern on day 65, and also making it our 15th garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 23 tons of diesel from Zurich to Rome in a 930 kilometers trip. And for the winter mod, we will wait until December, so around day 85 to 95, I will activate it to make it more fitting to real time. In terms of expenses, we only paid €2,400 for fuel and no fines, so good days for fines. Arriving with no damage and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €55860, bringing our total to €73,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 74. This is day 74 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 7 tons of cars from Rome to Bratislava in a 1193 kilometers trip. By the way, this is the first time going to Bratislava since day 8. By the way, today I got an idea to do this same challenge, but in American Truck Simulator, without the rules set here, so employees allowed, used trucks and everything, so let me know your thoughts. Coming back to the delivery, it's one of the most chill days, nothing really happened, got fined €200 for speeding, and that's it. The scenery was good though. Arriving to Bratislava with no damage, and with a hard parking, we got full pay at €55,000, bringing our total to €127,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 75. This is day 75 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 23 tons of sulfuric acid from Bratislava to Bremen in a 1023 kilometers trip. By the way, this is actually the first time going to Bremen ever, which is crazy, considering we spent a lot of time in Germany in early days. Away from the series, I dropped a video, a tutorial of how to install the winter mod, just in case anyone wants to play with it. In terms of expenses, it again a surprise, actually nothing, and no fuel, just tools which are unavoidable. Arriving to Bremen with no damage, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €64,000, bringing our total to €192,000, so you know what this means for tomorrow. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 76. This is day 76 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, I bought a garage in Bremen, making it our second in Germany out of 20. So yeah, long way to go. I also spent €3,856 buying cameras for the truck and LED rear lights, which are amazing. Here is a map of garages in Germany. This was suggested by Alex, so thanks. And for today's delivery, we are taking 7 tons of cars from Bremen to Liege in a 538 kilometers trip. And for expenses, not the best day. We paid €700 in fines, headlights and speeding, and €2,000 for fuel. Arriving to Liege, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €22,000, bringing our total to €28,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 77. This is day 77 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 27 tons of beverages from Liege to Rome in a 1428 kilometers trip. Just as a reminder, I introduced a rule. I don't remember the exact day, but every 100k kilometers, I have to buy a new truck, and we are around 62k kilometers, so around day 100 to 115, we might have to buy a new truck, and I hear your DAF suggestions, and it's something that I have to think about really soon. And in terms of expenses, today was somehow worse than yesterday. A cop was camping right behind me, and as soon the speed limit changed, he hit me with a €2,200 fine for speeding, but it didn't matter since we had a good delivery, unlike yesterday. Arriving to Rome, we got full pay at €62,000, bringing our total to €88,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 70. This is day 78 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 25 tons of fuel oil from Rome to Lille in a 621 kilometers trip. Tomorrow, I will drop a video about idiots in truckers MP at 11 AM Greenwich Mean Time. This one took a long time, editing, and especially recording, and I wish you all watch it, and enjoy it, and maybe engage with it, and thanks in advance. Coming back to today's delivery, it was optimal, except for causing a bit of damage after a truck turned on me, but it was 1%, so nothing, and in terms of expenses, we paid €200 for speeding, and refueled for €2,000. Arriving to Lille, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €95,000, bringing our total to €181,000, and you know what this means for tomorrow. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 79. This is day 79 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we bought a garage in Lille for the usual 180,000 euros, making it our 17th garage in the game and 6th out of 24 in France. For today's delivery, we are taking 23 tons of sealed bearings from Lille to Munich in a 832 kilometers trip. Away from the series, I dropped a video of idiots in TMP, so check it out if you're interested, and drop a like in your way. So I had an idea about quick deliveries, but I passed the minute mark, so gotta leave it for tomorrow. Anyways, in terms of expenses, we paid 400 for speeding, and that's it. Arriving to Munich and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 33,000 euros, and it's our total, so not a great day in terms of pay. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 79.
This is day 80 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today the voice is changed. CapCut removed the old voice for now, but don't expect this to be the case for too long. For today's delivery, we are taking 10 tons of cars from Munich to A Coruña in a 2,279 kilometers trip. The delivery is too long, so I will cut a bit in the gameplay just to let you know. In terms of expenses, for 2,300 kilometers, I won't say it's that bad, so we paid 6,600 euros in fines, all speeding, yeah it's bad, and 2,500 euros for fuel. Arriving to Spain and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 120,000 euros, bringing our total to 144,000 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 80. This is day 81 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 16 tons of performance forks from A Coruña to Manchester in a 1080 kilometers trip. The game kind of got confused, thinking I would take a longer route, so T thought it was a 2k kilometers delivery, so the payout was good. Again, sorry for the voice. It's also bad because it takes more voice time to read out, unlike the older one. And again, wanted to talk about quick deliveries, but no time. In terms of expenses, we paid 1,200 euros for the ferry and 600 euros in speeding fines. Arriving to Manchester and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 110,000 euros, bringing our total to 253,000 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 82.
This is day 82 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. And today, we bought another garage, this one in Manchester, making it our 18th in the game, and soon maybe we'll have to start using employees, but we will get to that later. Also before today's delivery, I changed the voice again, so let me know if it's better. Anyway, we are taking 21 tons of gasoline from Manchester to Vienna in a 1,800 kilometers trip, and it's too long again, so there will be cuts. And I wanted to ask for your opinions on this. Quick deliveries, should I take them when there are no good deliveries? It will be a chance to get a good payout and try new trucks, so let me know. And arriving to Vienna having paid 3k in total for fuel fines and the train, and also having an easy parking, we got full pay at 105,000 euros, bringing our total to 176,000 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 83.
This is day 83 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, the voice is back, thankfully, but let me know if yesterday's is better. And also today, we are taking 15 tons of motorcycles from Bratislava to Cagliari in a 1,443 kilometers trip. Away from the series, if anyone wants to buy the game or buy DLCS, today there should be the Steam Autumn sales, and there is a good chance over 80% ETS2 and ATS are included. I myself will be buying the rest of the map DLCS that I'm missing, so I can't wait for that and promotes also. In terms of expenses, we paid 800 euros for the ferry and 2,000 euros in fines, which is good overall. Arriving to Cagliari and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 80,000 euros, bringing our total to 254,000 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 84. This is day 84 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we bought another garage in Cagliari for the usual 180,000 euros, making it our 19th in the game. And for today's delivery, it's a quick delivery, using the DAF XD Sleeper High, where we are taking 5 tons of medical vaccines from Rome to Bratislava in a 1196 kilometers trip. The truck interior is good, but the Volvo is just better and more readable. Next time I will try a Scania, but not tomorrow. And today, in terms of expenses, we didn't pay anything, no fines, no fuel, nothing, so great day. Arriving to Bratislava and having an easy parking, we got full pay at 64,000 euros, bringing our total to 139,000 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 85.
This is day 85 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today we are back in our MAN truck, and for today's delivery, we are taking 11 tons of luxury SUVs from Cagliari to Brussels in a 1558 kilometers trip. BTW, the sale that I mentioned yesterday is out, so if anyone wants to buy the game or any DLC, it's the time to do it. It's a 75% sale BTW. Also starting today, we are in the winter mod range, so when December starts, around the same time the mod will be on. Coming back to the series, this was a very good day, spending 2k euros on fuel, 820 euros for the ferry, 400 euros in fines, and that's it. Arriving to Brussels, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 92k euros, bringing our total to 227k euros, so maybe a new garage for tomorrow. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 86.
This is day 86 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we are going back to quick deliveries. Using the Scania R high roof, we are taking 5 tons of medical vaccines from Madrid to Nice in a 1291 kilometers trip. Also, today we bought a garage in Brussels, making it our 20th in the game. For the quick deliveries, I made a rule that makes me allowed to only do a quick delivery every 5 days. I think that makes the series better. And to talk about the Scania, the thing to talk about is that it's fast, and that's a thing that you get with the Volvo too, but its interior is bad, barely readable, and doesn't have that much info, unlike the Volvo or the MAN. And when it comes to expenses, we paid 400 euros in fines, that's it. Arriving to Nice, and with the easiest parking ever, we got full pay at 70,000 euros, bringing our total to 117,000 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 87. This is day 87 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we are again back in our truck, and we are taking 8 tons of electronics from Brussels to Bologna in a 1148 kilometers trip. The DLCs that I said I was going to buy should be in for tomorrow, at most day 89, and then we will be able to visit new places, like the Balkans. Anyways, in terms of expenses, we had nothing, which is good, and I also forgot to mention that I maxed skill points, so we are good. Also, this is the first time in Bologna since day 54, so more than a month. And arriving there, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 54,000 euros, bringing our total to 172,000 euros, and that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 88. This is day 88 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, and finally after 87 days, I have bought every DLC, and just look at this big map, a lot of places to explore in the upcoming days. And obviously today, we have a delivery, taking 8 tons of vans from Bologna to Novi Sad in Serbia in a 1082 kilometers trip. This is obviously the 5th time visiting Serbia, and the first time going to a Balkan country, and surprisingly, the roads are good. Anyway, during this trip, we got no fines for the 2nd day in a row. Arriving to Serbia, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 54,000 euros, bringing our total to 227,000 euros, a garage or a truck. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 89. This is day 89 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 23 tons of kerosene from Novi Sad to Kuvula in a 2,000 kilometers trip, and as you can see, the trip is so long that mid-trip, I stopped and slept IRL, and came back to keep playing. This is due to speed limits and the truck's slow reacceleration, so there will be cuts in the gameplay. And today, made me realize that I need a new truck, a faster truck, so I will be carrying money until I find a Volvo, Scania, or even a MAN dealership. In terms of expenses, we paid 1,700 euros for fuel, and damn, €5,800 in fines, and €480 for the ferry. Anyways, arriving to Finland, and with a hard parking, we got full pay at €144,000, bringing our total to €363,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 90. This is day 90 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. And I started out today by buying a garage in Kuvula, making it our 21st in the game, and then I took a 170 kilometers trip to Helsinki, where I took a delivery, which is a 9 tons yacht, from Helsinki to Rome, in a 1800 kilometers trip. And today it's been 3 months since I started the series, and also happens that we reached 1000 subs, so thanks so much for that. Didn't think it would happen. Also, this day is actually more than a minute, so please tell me if you are seeing this in your shorts feed or as a long form video. And I will be dropping a video of literally the 100 days if anyone wants to see the evolution of the series. And after the 100 days there will be a lot of changes in the series. LKE recaps every 14 days with better quality and better coverage and using employees. Anyways, coming back to the delivery. In terms of expenses, we paid €2,500 for the ferry and €1,900 for fuel and €1,000 in fines, and that's it, so not that bad. And arriving to Rome, and with a bit of a hard parking, we got full pay at €175,000, bringing our total to €350,000, so the Volvo truck is still on, and don't forget to tell me if you are seeing this in your shorts feed, or if it was a regular browse feed. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 91. This is day 91 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking a yacht again from Rome to Warsaw in a 1693 kilometers trip. I'm not sure if the more than 1 minute shorts work yet, so today we are back to the less than 1 minute shorts, and remember the 100-day video, it will be out next Tuesday. So 4 hours before day 96, so it will include 5 days not out yet at that time. And the video is important because it could get me monetized, because I have more than 1k subs, but not the 4k watch hours, so it means a lot to at least check it out. Coming back to the series, in terms of expenses, we paid €700 in fines, that's it, so again good day. Arriving to Warsaw, and with a very easy parking, we got full pay at €106,000, bringing our total to €459,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 92. This is day 92 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we are again taking a quick delivery using the Actros Big Space, and we are taking 23 tons of kerosene from Marseille to Brest in a 1259 kilometers trip. And today, before the delivery, we bought a garage in Warsaw, making it the 22nd in the game. I also bought the Greece DLC and will be in for tomorrow, which I will drop videos about the Cruising Greece event and the DLC review if anyone is interested. And just to talk about the Merc, it's trash, nothing to like in it, no interior, no fuel consumption, so we'll never be buying a Merc. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,500 in fines, so not bad. Arriving to Brest, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €64,000, bringing our total to €342,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 90. This is day 93 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 11 tons of forklifts from Warsaw to Linköping in Sweden. And I know a lot of people are wondering about the winter mod. Issue is on 1.53 and the mod is for 1.52 or 1.51. The creator is saying that he is going to update it ASAP, and as soon as he does, I will download it and activate it. Today I dropped a video of the Cruising Greece event, where I actually made real money, so if anyone wants to see it, it's the pinned comment, or you can find it in my channel. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,400 for fuel, and €2,100 in fines, and €400 for the ferry, not that bad tbh. Arriving to Linköping, we got full pay at €61,000, bringing our total to €399,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day 90. This is day 94 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 7 tons of cars from Linköping to Bremen in a 1043 kilometers trip. This is the first time in Bremen, since day 76, when we bought a garage there. Today I'm after changes to the interior, added the donkey that I got from the Cruising Greece event, which I made a video about if anyone wants to watch. Also I changed the steering wheel color, and the truck seats, which all cost €630. In terms of expenses for today, we paid €1,700 in fines, and that's it. Arriving to Bremen, and with the easiest parking yet, we got full pay at €55,000, bringing our total to €451,000, and we are still in search of a Volvo dealership. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow, for day 95. This is day 95 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today's delivery is to take 12 tons of cars from Bremen to Tallinn in Estonia in what should have been 1,700 kilometers trip. However, I found a shorter route using the ferries, which reduces the trip from 1,700 kilometers to 360 kilometers, but the pay didn't change, so kind of a loophole. Tomorrow I will be dropping the 100 days all unedited, if anyone wants to watch the evolution of the series, and where it started and where it is. In terms of expenses today, we paid €3,000 for the ferries, that's it. Arriving to Tallinn, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €98,000, bringing our total to €547,000, so probably tomorrow, we buy a garage. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow, for day 96. This is day 96 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, we are taking 5 tons of Medica vaccines from Tallinn to Porto in what should have been 4K kilometers. However, using yesterday's method, I was able to reduce it to 2,615 kilometers, but the pay is the same. And today, I dropped a video of literally the 100 days, if anyone wants to watch, and they also include day 97 to 100. So if anyone wants to walk the evolution and all, check it out in my channel, or it's in the pinned comment. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,600 in fines and €3,000 for the ferries, so really good considering the distance. Arriving to Porto, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €265,000, yeah crazy, bringing our total to €800,000, enough for a Volvo LOL. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow, for day 9. This is day 97 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. For today's delivery, as you can see, we are not in my MAN truck, and we are again taking a quick delivery, using the Volvo FH4, we are taking 8 tons of medical vaccines, which is a double trailer, from Barcelona to Almeria, in a 827 kilometers trip. And actually before the delivery, we bought a garage in Porto, making it our 23rd in the game. And when it comes to the Volvo FH4, the engine is the best, interior is acceptable, but the MAN is better, so the plan is, buy a Volvo, drive it for a while, then buy a better MAN. In terms of expenses, we paid €1,500 in fines, so not that bad. Arriving to Almeria, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at €70,000, bringing our total to €695,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow, for day 98. This is day 98 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. Today, we are back in my truck, and we are taking 24 tons of clothing, a double trailer again, from Porto to Albacete in a 837 kilometers trip. So again a rest day, compared to the crazy 2K kilometers, and it's actually the first time going to Albacete ever. And for the after 100 days, I don't know if the recaps should be every 14 days or every 28 days, or 25 days, so leave me your thoughts. And coming back to today, in terms of expenses, we paid €2,500 in fines, which is not good, considering the pay. Arriving to Albacete, and with an easy parking, as usual with double trailers, we got full pay at €45,000, bringing our total to around €737,000. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow, for day 99. This is day 99 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. And today is different because I finally found a Volvo dealership, after days of looking, and we finally bought the Volvo truck, the Volvo FH4, with a monster of an engine, 750 horsepower, 3,550 nanometers of torque. It cost around €270,000. But no, we are not done for the day. We also bought a garage in Albacete, making it our 24th garage. So today we spend around 450,000 euros, and you think we are done? We also have a delivery, taking 21 tons of glass panels from Albacete to Turin in a 1406 kilometers trip. No expenses today, and arriving to Turin, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 59,000 euros, bringing our total to 342,000 euros, a garage to end off the 100 days. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow. This is day 100 of playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I buy every garage in the game. I started today by buying a garage in Turin, making it our 25th in the game, and then took a trip to Genoa, where I took a delivery, which is a yacht, from Genoa to Travemund in a 1391 kilometers trip. And starting tomorrow, employees are going to be allowed. I need time to think about a way to do it without breaking the series, and there will also be recaps every few days. Did not decide yet if it's 2 weeks, every month, or whatever, but until now it's been a great journey, and I'm happy to share it with you all. So thank you all for the comments, the likes, the subscribes. I really do appreciate it. A lot of things to say, but no time. And in terms of expenses, we paid 2,800 euros in fines. And arriving to Travemund, and with an easy parking, we got full pay at 81,000 euros, bringing our total to 241,000 euros. And that's it for today. See you all tomorrow for day